Showdown between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. All right, so here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion. And when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hooft and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds, Kamaru Usman. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present, and when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
Side control now. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Just out of range with that right hand. Big hook. Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
I mean, how many can he take? Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Closed guard. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very...
Right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
All right, here we go with the start of our second round.
Okay, ready,
Leon
ready?
Edwards. And that man, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
A little single collar tie there. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you can control an opponent like that. Hard to get out of.
It's very difficult to get out of. Look and notice how tight his elbow. Great action into that takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why wouldn't he? He's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Just unable to quite find that range. So 64 total strikes have landed for Kamaru with 75% accuracy against Leon Edwards. Man, the takedowns have come in bunches tonight, and there is another one. That was his strategy coming in. He has executed to perfection tonight.
It never works out perfectly, but today it seems to be going as great as it can be. I know the takedowns don't look beautiful. They don't look perfect, but it doesn't matter. He's a submission guy. All he needs...
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
Oh, nice job using this. Nicely done. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Edwards.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the body.
Battling for hooks. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, you have to disguise it. He did not disguise it. He tried to shoot him. Oh! He's hurt bad.
Big knee to the body. Submission there, just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So, back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so the takedowns, the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Well, he certainly had his way with his opponent in that previous round, and with this guy, even when you know what's coming, sometimes it's still just hard to stop it.
Yes, because he's always changing it up. The first time, it may be a high crotch entry. The second time, you may get single. Third time, it may be double. Ultimately, it always leads to him in the top position, trying to find space for his ground and pound. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
There, DC, he is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
And he landed the right hand there. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Usman going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
DC, you got to hip escape. You got to do something to get out of harm's way.
You have to move. You You have to be doing something. Usman's one of the best grapplers from the top that you've ever seen. Unbelievable awareness. Knows how to control the hips. He doesn't give you any out.
All right, so he's got his head here looking to set up the guillotine choke now.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
And he's out. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. 116 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman. One, you got to admire the accuracy. Head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got it hurt bad.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch.
Nice little shot.
Every time these guys come together, man.
Oh, how about the transition to the ankle pick? Now we will see where he goes from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position. Nice punch lands.
All right, single collar tie now. Big knee lands there. Oh! Oh! What a round! Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready? Let's go fight, guys.
Nice punch by Kamaru Usman. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt his opponent. All right, so he found some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Edwards. Able to land the single ground strike there. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard.
Doesn't gain top position.
What a beautiful takedown. He just waited for 1 second, and his opponent reacted before he could secure top position.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, effective strike there by Usman.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
And they separate.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Whoa! Huge elbow there.
Oh! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
That's it.
Holy smokes!
Right there, it couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike. that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial